All right, everybody, welcome back to the silly channel. Chili Willy here, aka Yellow Fox Body Guy. I'm at the annual event, the Richlands Cruise-In Car Show, and there was already about 100 people plus when I got here. And there's some really cool cars. There's another 86 GT convertible made, you know, not far away from mine. We're looking at VIN numbers, comparing that. An old friend I had from back in the Billyville cruising days, when cruising was all the rage. We got my police chief, used to be the police chief. He gave me a ticket, not on that car, but this is his custom built car. He custom ordered that car, and this is his Marauder, and he's got a couple of these. Some of them are for sale, so if you're looking at a Marauder, hit me up in the comments and I can get you some contact info. But he's got several of these, you know, basically the undercover cop car looking Mercury. But that thing right there will move. We're gonna look at a few. Look at that goat right there. And this is gonna be a good mix of new and old. I love this show. It is a good show. this thing. Woo-wee. LS3 and a 6970 Trans Am. Yep. Ever been to Mustang Week and you've seen this car floats around on the internet and everybody's like, nice wrap. That is not a wrap. That is 100% paint. That, my friends, I love that. I grew up in a paint shop. I respect anybody who goes through the time to do this. I'll never forget. I mean, this car, just, that's work. That's what I like. You know, I grew up in the 80s and 90s car show scene, and I respect paint. And that is awesome. Check out this this dude just showed up with this. I went to school with this guy, had no clue. He just got this car. It's an 86 convertible just like mine. It's about 30,000 off on the VIN number from mine. But halos, I'm guessing the seats have been redone. I don't know, is this a factory GT seat in leather? Because I've never had leather. I've always had the gray sport seats that come, you know. So is this the top option? That's my question for somebody, one of the Fox Body guys. And I thought I'd do a lot Fox Body tribute, but I don't know. started to trickle it in, so I'm gonna sign off right here. I appreciate everybody who watches the channel. Hope you enjoyed this. I mean, there's some nice stuff here. Nice stuff. You don't get to see it every day out there on the road. God bless you all. Love one another. Peace.